Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. Happy Easter. I hope you're having a nice long weekend. Having chocolate for breakfast, as one should on Easter Day. Just guzzling chocolate all day long. I have got so many patterns to talk to you about today. I feel like this is like the Easter bumper bonanza for you all. There are some amazing ones. So if you haven't got your Easter egg, go grab it, get yourself a tea or a coffee, sit down, consume both, and I will talk patterns for you. So we're going to start with what I think is probably my favourite release of the week. It's the Matchy Ruffle Brunch Set. PDF only for this one. Sizing is a UK 6 to 38. I love this. It's so cute. I like the idea that you can wear this together, you can wear it as separates. Let's have a quick look at the line drawing so we can see what's going on. You can see that there are a top with and then two different bottoms. You can either have a long, like a trouser, or a short. Both have little ruffles around the bottom of the hem of the shorts and the trousers. The top has princess seam, really sweet little puff sleeves, tie front. It's so cute. It's very much on trend. It's perfect. I absolutely love this. It's so cute. So it's got three little ties at the front that you can tie the top up with. You can obviously wear it with nothing underneath, or you can wear it with the top underneath, depending on how you feel. But it's just so cute. It's so cute. I think you can wear these as like really lush pajamas as well. What does everyone think? It's got a great size range. It's just, they've just done, again, they release such good patterns. We all just really love their style. So I was well chuffed about this one coming out. It feels very Eastery as well. So next up, we have got a couple of patterns from Atelier Dupe. They actually released 4, which came out sort of the tail end of last week. So apologies they weren't in last week's video. But I'm going to talk about 2 of them. So the first one is the Ava Summer Dress. This comes in sizes UK 8 to 26. It's PDF and paper for this one. It's a really nice simple shirt dress, and I just thought it's the sort of thing that a lot of people would like to have in their wardrobe, a classic style that you can use, you know, whip out each spring and summer. So I'll show you the line drawing. You can see the nice detail for me. I really like the seam line that kind of runs across the top of the bodice, and then it's got gathering there so that you don't need a bust dart, little grown on sleeves, and then you've got a belt to sort of cinch it in. You can make it whichever length you want as well. I would probably make it slightly longer than they've done it, for my personal preference, but I just thought that was a nice, like, good simple shirt dress if you're looking for one. Then the other one pattern they've got are these really cute pair of dungarees. They're called the Elsie Dungarees. They come in a size UK 8 to 26. Again, paper and PDF for this one. I like these because they have, if I show you the line drawing, you can see. So a very standard kind of classic pair of dungarees. Lots of the nice detailing you'd expect on the front. It's got a sewn in waistband. The thing that I really like is the back bit. It's got, quite often on the dungarees, they have really long straps that almost go down to the waist. But I quite like these worker style ones that come, you can see it comes kind of right up, kind of towards the middle of your back. I find that much more comfortable to wear than the other style. Little pouch pocket on the front. In terms of the cut of the trousers, they're pretty straight cut, so they're kind of loose fitting, but I think I just think they're really nice. So if you're thinking dungarees for spring, then these are worth having a look at to, you know, add to your short list of patterns. Then we have got something really fun from Kylie and the Machine. They have just released a load of patches for your project, and we got them because we just thought they were really fun. I'll show you some pictures so you can see. We particularly love the scissor ones. I found those really funny. But yeah, there's really nice. So if you've got like a project or a bag or something to stitch them onto, I thought they'd be really fun. So they are there for you. Lel and Co, we have got a trench coat. It's called the Prado trench coat. PDF only for this at the moment. It should come in paper, but there's usually a kind of few months lag on these sort of patterns. Sizing is a UK 8 to 20. So there are two different variations with this trench coat. There's a long version and a cropped version. I like this because it's really classic. If I show the line drawing, you can see they've kept it really sort of with all the sort of details that you'd expect on a trench coat. It's panelled at the front, double-breasted. There's storm flaps. There's little kind of details around the cuff. And again on the back there's a storm flap. Two-piece sleeve. It's just got kind of, it's very, very classic. And the second variation of this you can see is a short version. Again, this is actually, it's got all the same details, it's just cut off a bit shorter. So it's just picking basically what length that you would like. But yeah, if you want to make something really classic, then this one is definitely worth going and having a look at. Yeah, I thought this was nice. And obviously trench coats are very much in the season, and you know, you can't beat a classic because you'll always get it out every year. So next we got, very exciting, we've got two patterns from Friday Pattern Company, and they're men's patterns, which is great. So the first one is called the Beachcomber Jacket. This comes in PDF only at the moment. I'm sure it will come in paper, but again, there's usually a bit of a lag waiting for these. So sizing on this is an extra small to 7 times extra large. For this one, definitely check the sizing chart. Men's sizing I always find more kind of complicated than women's. It's such a nice jacket. So you can see there are two variations. There's the variation that is more similar to a shirt or a shacket. It's got patch pockets on the chest. It's also got little welt pockets on the side. You can use buttons or snaps for these. There's also a second variation which is very similar cut. It just has a hood option, which I think of the two I prefer. I think it's really interesting, and it's just great. I really like the shape as well around the bottom. You can see the slight curve on the hem, which I think makes it kind of really elevates it, adds a kind of nice detail. But yeah, it's a really great pattern, and also it's a 3-piece hood, which I am pro, because it just means you can get the fit on it better and it doesn't end up kind of enormous and unwearable, which quite often happens, I find, with hoods. So yes, that's the first one. Then there are a pair of trousers to go with it. They're called the Rambler Pants. They come in a size, again, extra small to 7 times extra large. Let's have a look at the line drawing. They're quite interesting actually. So they are a pull-on trouser that is a woven pattern. They've got elasticated waist, but they've got quite nice detailing on it. If I show you a picture of the fastening around the front, there's a really nice detail you can see on the waistband. If I try and show you some pictures of close-ups, they've got this quite interesting sort of a fastening, which I haven't seen before. I really like it. So obviously the belt kind of feeds through and it shows at the back of the trouser as well, which I think is really interesting. There are different pocket options as well, which you can either have or not. But yeah, I just thought it was quite a fun one. I've actually seen quite a lot of these when I was doing my sort of trends research. I was looking for trousers for my partner, and there are actually a lot of these style of trouser in the shop at the moment, with that sort of elasticated waist, with that kind of interesting sort of like bit of kind of technical, almost like sporty hardware on them, which makes them kind of interesting. So yeah, I thought those were really great and quite very much on trend for this summer. So those are great if you're looking for men's patterns. Then we have got a new collection from Maison Fauve, if you haven't seen it already. There are 5 patterns. They are all named after cocktails. So we've got the Cosmopolitan, the Mimosa, Bellini, Spritz and Daiquiri. They're a really nice collection of patterns. They can sort of be worn together. So I'm going to talk through a couple of them. The first one is the Mimosa Blazer. This one I think is probably my favourite of all of them. I think it's such a fab shape. So pattern for these, they are paper only, and sizing on them is a UK 6 to 22. This blazer is great. It's the proportions of it that I think are so nice. So it's quite relaxed fit. You can see it's double breasted. It's got a 2-piece sleeve. There's seam down centre back. It's got patch pockets on the front, which I think are which make it feel really casual. And the patch pockets are quite oversized, you can see, which I really like. I just think it's a really lovely shape. It's quite interesting. If you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth going and having a look at. And blazers are always useful, especially if you live in the UK and the spring and summer can often feel like winter. So it's nice to have as much outerwear, kind of jackets and stuff for spring. So this one is definitely worth going and having a look at. And then I really loved the Daiquiri dress, if you haven't seen it. When I first saw the image of it, I was like, oh, okay. And then I went and had a look at the line drawing, and actually the seam details on it make it really interesting. So it's a dress and a top, I will say. It's got a seam down the front, centre front. Then it's got these really lovely sort of scalloped detailing around the back, you can see, right at the top of the dress. And then one of those panels sort of comes onto the front of the dress. And I thought you could actually have lots of fun with playing with different fabrics for this piece. You could have, you know, you could have it in a plain and then have some broderie anglaise in these panels, or you could just have them in different colours. But for quite a simple shaped dress, I think you could play around with this and have quite a lot of fun. It's got bust darts, and then it's a very simple sort of short shift dress. But yeah, I thought that the top of it was really cute as well. So it's definitely worth having a look at. So that one I thought would be really nice. Make sure you go and have a look at the other 2 patterns, because I'll pop links to those as well. So that is it from me this week. I hope you, again, have a lovely rest of your Easter day and you found some nice stuff to get you inspired. And yes, we'll be back next week with another video. Bye.